Using AutoMovie is an excellent option to get your Movie Maker project started, but there may be some manual changes you'd like to make. For example, titles. That's what we're going to talk about right now. Because we used an AutoMovie theme, a clip was inserted at the very beginning with a black background, and the My Movie title was added by default as well. Certain special effects are added by default. The formatting is all set by default, but we can manipulate that. We can even add our own titles if we want. So just make sure that your timeline marker is dragged all the way to the left at 0 seconds. Let's add a new title. From the Home tab in the Add group, click Title. A new title is added using the same special effects and formatting as we saw with the AutoMovie. And you'll notice that an actual text box appears with the cursor inside, ready for you to make changes to that text. Now in this case, we saved our project. We've called it Beach Movie. That's what appears there, but we can click just left of that to start typing our own text in here. Type in your own name, press enter, and type in Presents. And now we'll start making some changes to this text. Click to the left of your name and drag down to get both lines. And you'll notice the Format tab is now selected under Text Tools. So we can do things like change the font. Let's change the font to something more script-like. You can choose any script font you like. Let's knock the size down using the Shrink Font button. The next step is 28 points. That looks pretty good. We'll leave the color at white, but we could change the color if we wanted to, or add bold and italics. We don't need it with our script font. We can also add transparency. Click the transparency button and use your slider to achieve the correct level of transparency. I'm going to go to about 1/4 over from the far left. So that looks pretty good. Now it's on to the Adjust group over here where we can adjust the background color. Let's change it to a nice tan color, about 50%, and this is going to match our beach theme. Now as soon as we do that, we're changing the background color of the clip and our text. So to go back to the text, you can go to the title itself, which is added underneath the clip on the storyboard, and double click. That gets you right back in. Now the black background you see is how the movie starts. It's not the actual color of the clip. We have changed that background. We see it here on the storyboard. But the duration's far too long. Let's change it from 7 seconds, the default, down to 3 seconds. I want you to see what happens here. It's just the text. Remember, we're on the Format tab for our text. It's down to 3 seconds, but the clip itself is going to sit there for 7. So if we want to adjust that, we go to the Edit tab under Video Tools and change it to match. We'll go to 3. Let's go back to the Format tab now under our Text Tools to continue working with our title. Notice the effect that's applied is right here at the beginning. It's called Zoom In Small, but there are some other ones. I like these cinematic ones, for example. There's Burst 1. There's Burst 2, and you do hear a quick sample of it with the music in the background. Let's go with Cinematic Burst 2. Now we'll go to the second title. Now this is the one that was added initially as part of our AutoMovie, and we'll double click it. We want to change that, so we're going to size our text box. You can drag the handles to do that. We can move it around. Let's click inside between My and Movie and type in Beach Movie. There, that looks better. And we'll do the same things now. We'll change the background color to match our first one, and we'll choose one of the cinematic effects. Now let's see what that looks like. We'll go back to the very beginning. Let's drag our time marker to the beginning, press play, and have a listen. That looks pretty good. So we have the titles that are added automatically for us using auto themes or AutoMovie themes, but we can also add our own, and we have full control over what those titles look like and how they behave.